In this lesson, we'll start drawing in our glass panels. Alright, so we got the location for our connection pieces in place, which is awesome. So let's go ahead and get those drawn in. So to get those done, I'm just going to go with a polyline, and I'm going to start them at each point here. So we're going to go out 2 inches. Oops. Go with this rectangle here, so we'll do basically a 2 by 2. So we'll go 2, tab 2, bingo, and I'll move this guy down so that the top actually lines up with that. I'm going to do the same thing here, but I'm going to copy this one. I'm going to bring it down and add our connection piece there. Easy as that. So now we can grab these two, copy those as well, and shoot those across here. So now we have our connection pieces. So I can now grab these guys, we'll copy them, and we can place them down there, but doing so, I really don't know the exact placement of them, so I want to make sure I get that right. So we're going to take that same approach we did here. So maybe when I grab those, I should have grabbed that vertical line we drew. So let's try that way. So we'll grab 2 lines we drew earlier, as well as this. Now I can copy it, and I probably don't even need to grab those 2 lines, to tell you the truth. So let's just grab those, copy, we'll grab from here, and we should get the exact same placement. Bingo, and we do. Just got to make a few little adjustments and we'll be alright. So I can grab these, I just need to move these over. Alright, so we got basically the structure for the clips for the first run here. Now this will actually extend down a little bit beyond here. So we got that in place. We really don't need this here, so we can get rid of these guys. Just definitely want to make sure we maintain this 12 inches on the bottom. Get rid of these extra lines here. Same thing for here. Alright, we're connected up here on top. So what's going to happen is once we start, or after we get our hatching and everything added, we're going to carry this on and create a guardrail system that follows this same design. It'll just be another glass panel system. So let's get that in place before we start adding some hatching. So we'll get rid of these lines like we did earlier. But I do want to continue this on, and that's basically going to continue on all the way through. So basically from this point here, this needs to be about 4 feet to match the width of our stairs. So we'll say 48 inches. So I know that my stairs are going to have to stop right about there. So that means I have plenty of room for my guardrail system. So let's go ahead and add that little reference line for us so we know where to go and where to stop. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to offset this by 2 inches. That'll be the structure. Now, I can simply just bring these guys on over. Like so. We could copy these and bring those over as well. We have our connection pieces in place. Probably don't need this line here anymore. And now I still need to offset on the bottom, because what we need to do is create structure for the bottom. So this glass panel needs to rest in between this rail here, but we also need to stiffen the system with an offset here. So I'm going to grab this line, and I'm going to offset this by the space of that railing system, the space between that and the stringer. So we'll go offset, and that'll be 1 inch. I'm going to make sure I shoot that up. And I'm going to do another offset, but this time it's going to be 2 inches, and this will be for the thickness of that bottom structural piece. Easy as that. So really all we need to do now is do some cleaning and some trimming of anything that's extraneous here. So I can highlight that. We'll trim off these lines. And looks like we could do some trimming here. So we'll get rid of these lines as well. We'll trim. And I'm going to do the same thing anywhere else I see I may need to clean up some line work. So this will be good. So I'll just extend these on just a little bit. But we basically have the structure in place for our system. We have all our clips in place that are actually going to hold in our glass panel. I'm going to trim this off here. So what we're going to do in the next lesson is we'll finish off extending off and cleaning off this line, but then we'll start adding some hatch patterns so that this reads as glass. And then once we have that in place, we can put the finishing touches, which will be our text and our dimensions. So I'll see you in the next lesson.